I'm using the right word, CGR. The way it interplays with the real people is very well done, and I like that. But the thing I like the most is how they tell a story through the dance. And you can feel the energy, and I wish I could do half what they do.
Each of the stories are very entertaining. It's not just dance, you know, it's not just a performance. There's a story behind it, which makes it even more special. So much history, and God's hard to put into words. It's just the fact that so many different types of arts that are used in today's society come from, you know, from such an ancient culture.
It was so visually beautiful. I mean, just the costumes and the music and the choreography, and I was just amazed at how they made it look so effortless and easy. I know it's not. You know, I think it just helps us to appreciate different cultures, and that our differences are also very similar in the sense that we all have kind of common goals and desires for our life and why we're here and where we're going. And so that was to see the commonality towards the end, especially with the soloist. The soprano's song was so beautiful, and it was really, again, we're all here with a common purpose and a sense of love. And so it was just, to me, that was really amazing. And I love just seeing different types of cultures and their folk dances and their traditions.
不到9岁的海瑟尔包耶看了演出非常激动，努力想表达自己的感受。
Honestly, it's so amazing. It's hard to explain. I couldn't look away. It was amazing, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's like just mesmerizing. You feel like you can't look away, and honestly, I feel like I can never really get enough of it, to be honest. It's just amazing how they do the movements so gracefully. Honestly, it was so hard to pick a favorite part of it, like a favorite part of the performance, because all of it is just amazing. It's not because you forget it. It's hard to forget.
神韵世界艺术团本周末在奥斯汀连演4场。新唐人记者蓝青、杨丽，德州奥斯汀报道。
And this is the most magnificent thing I've seen. The costumes are out of this world. The backdrop is magnificent. You need to do this everywhere. And I have a granddaughter I'm going to tell to get in contact with you because she's a ballet dancer. And she's the size of all these young ladies. And it's wonderful. So come back to Austin again.
莉莉·吉里根是多家慈善机构的董事，德州卫生厅特别助理，并在州长办公室妇女事务委员会任职，为州府和民间机构做顾问。她对神韵的演员十分钦佩。
Oh, it's gorgeous. Every person is a professional in their own right. And the lady who sings, oh, it's beautiful. She is, I don't know how to explain her. She's just fantastic. And even though I don't understand Chinese, I felt like I was hearing every word she had to say, which is unusual.
她非常感谢神韵将悠久睿智的中国文化带到奥斯汀。
It's nice to have that kind of culture coming to Austin. So we have a lot of country in Western and so on and so forth. But having been in China, this is even beyond what I saw in Beijing and Taiwan. So you have something great.
他认为，如果大家明白了神韵传递的讯息，就会改变这个世界。
I take away a kindness that we don't have in our world anymore. And I say we all need to see it and take a lesson from it. And I don't care what nation you're from. We all are immigrants in some way. We need to listen very carefully what they had to say the whole way through. And maybe some more people will learn and we'll change our world.
新唐人记者蓝青、杨丽，德州奥斯汀报道。
月5号，美国神韵世界艺术团在德州首府奥斯汀连续2场爆满，很多观众表示自己等待多年，终于有机会看到神韵，深感幸运。而在观看演出后，感到饱受文化洗礼。
Entails everything. I mean, it really almost takes your breath away. It's awe-inspiring. The colors, the history, the story that it tells. I mean, it's just very breathtaking. My wife and I have saw a couple of shows. This is the first time we've seen Shin Yun, but will not be our last for sure.
斯坦沃伦曾在海军陆战队服役12年，到过世界各地。他对神韵演员赞不绝口。
Oh, they are fantastic. I mean, so athletic, so just so disciplined, so just remarkable. The flexibility and the height and the ease that they can do such difficult maneuvers is just breathtaking. It truly, truly is.
他认为，尽管传统文化在中国遭到破坏和压制，但是从神韵看到了中国的山河与民风之美。
Well, I very much think that the original culture should be revived. I think that history is something that should not be pushed away. It's something that we should build upon and learn from.
I love this. I've been wanting to come see it for the last 3 or 4 years and just did it this year. I'll be back when you come back. I love it. It's amazing.
海伦·约翰逊在消防部门服务35年，曾任美国消防学院董事会主席、德州消防协会会长、消防员养老金委员会专员。他很羡慕神韵女演员曼妙的仪态。
I want to learn to walk like those girls do, where it looks like they're gliding on the floor. It's beautiful. First of all, that I'd like to learn more about Chinese culture. And secondly, that it's such an old culture and has such beauty and traditions. It's just beautiful. I think we're hungry for that. We get so wrapped up in our modern day culture that we forget what came before us.
Yeah, the artistry is amazing. I'm sitting up close so I can see the faces and the body movements. The set is beautiful. The whole production is just impeccable. You can tell that there's something spiritual in this production. Yeah, it's wonderful. You can feel it.
Tell me more about that aspect.
You know, even the storyline with coming down from heaven and to build something godly on earth. What an amazing story. And you can just feel the spirituality of the show.
新唐人记者蓝青、杨丽，德州奥斯汀报道。
It's so beautiful. The colors, the movement, the choreography, the music, it's stunning. And it's just so perfectly executed. It's energetic and peaceful, and it's really beautiful. It's really so well done.
All the performers are highly skilled, body movements and the ability to maintain stance and so it's perfection. It's beautiful.
Very inspiring. I've never been exposed to classical Chinese dance, so my wife and I are here, and it's been very exciting. It's a glimpse into another culture that you don't often see here in the West, and I like the Mongolian one where they had the different aspects of the country being represented, and I like the way they tell a story in dance.
公司合伙人格兰特·克朗普十分佩服神韵复兴传统文化的努力。
I think it helps to bring people back to the traditions and keep it in their mind and let them see the beauty that is in the Chinese tradition that is sometimes being lost.
新唐人记者蓝青、杨丽，德州奥斯汀报道。
The Chinese, first of all, are very, very bright people. They are very athletic. They've had great civilizations. I think we in the West minimize the contribution of the Chinese, and I just love the Chinese people. Wonderful people.
神韵艺术团的宗旨是复兴5000年中国文化，律师保罗·普利斯觉得非常重要。
I think it's unfortunate that the Chinese government today suppresses that, and I think that the Chinese have a lot to be proud of. They've contributed to the world, so to be able to revive some of their traditional culture would be wonderful. The greatest yearning of every human heart is to have peace with God, to know God. So I appreciate the spiritual aspect that is being demonstrated. I happen to be of the Christian faith, but I appreciate the Chinese emphasis on meditation. We in the West need that. We need to get out of our business and reflect, and to have peace with God and then peace with one another. I think that's what every human heart yearns for, and I see that being portrayed in the play.
卡洛斯·奥罗斯科在圣安东尼奥行医35年，有8个诊所。他曾经到过中国，热爱中国文化。
I could see why this would not be able to be shown in China, because of the hope that you see that for people, it's just not for the individual. And there's a relationship with the divine.
他被神韵女高音歌唱家演唱的歌曲深深吸引，仔细阅读了歌词。
Well, I think it's for all of us. It's the whole world, actually. And obviously, the things that are going on in the world are not good. And we have to have hope. And the only hope that I know of is not through politics and all, but it's relationship, and particularly relationship with our Lord. And that's the dependency upon Him. So it doesn't matter what comes tomorrow. We know that He's King and He's sovereign, and we will, whichever way it comes, we will do okay.
新唐人记者蓝青、杨丽，德州奥斯汀报道。
Everything is a surprise. It's unexpected. You just don't see this type of art, I feel like, in most of our Western culture. My favorite part is all of the different color that is incorporated, and you don't see a lot of color not in this way. It's just beautiful and flowing and completely delightful.
安娜·海恩开设了自己的摄影工作室。她看到神韵将5000年神传文化生动再现舞台，一切源自于神。
I think everything is inspired by the divine, and so I love it. I'm a Christian, and so even though my religion isn't the same, I see beauty coming from the divine.
她十分佩服神韵演员通过自身修炼达到的艺术境界。
As humans, our bodies are spiritual beings, and I think that the exercise of discipline, and clearly they've pushed their bodies to the limits. I think it's a really incredible thing that dancers have done. I used to manage a dance studio, and so I saw firsthand how hard those girls worked, and it was incredible. And so I have a deep appreciation for whenever I see anyone on stage. I can't do that, and so it's incredible to watch these dancers, and they've worked so hard. So it's really cool.
新唐人记者蓝青、杨丽，德州奥斯汀报道。